Hello to all amazing people, and welcome to another episode of Limbus Company, an amazing gacha from Project Moon that I'm enjoying a lot. Put together your teams of sinners, equip them with egos, level them up, and do turn-based combat. You can find the full playlist in the comment description below the video. Didn't make a video in a while, but now there is a new event, Time Killing Time. So yeah, there's gonna be some videos of this wonderful game where I'm doing that. However, before I do that, there's something here, a mini episode. The third Walpurgis night. Well, I did the third Walpurgis night. I'm gonna click on this and see what's up with that. We'll do that first. Maybe some story or something. Oh, how are these green lights still green? Another unexpected alarm, but we all react with measured astonishment, as we'd all grown rather used to the randomness of it all. It's unlikely that it has completely evaded the influence of T-Corp's singularity. However, it can be said that this partial retention of color can be attributed to the fact that the Walpurgis night is a transitory moment in which numerous possibilities coincide. Makes sense? Fast nonchalantly woke up to the driver's seat and shutting off the alarm. Oh, this return this Walpurgis whatever night. Don Quixote and her eyes had begun twinkling at the smallest bit of diversion after another long period of idle standby. It's all just become a part of the routine. Even mysterious things like the Walpurgis nights. An additional volatility aside from the Walpurgis night has been detected. An additional volatility? Indeed, the entrance to a new mirror dungeon has opened. Oh yeah, that. Heathcliff mutters quietly as he rises from his seat. I thought it was about time a new one popped up. It happened every time we go through the bloody ringer. Didn't expect it to appear with the green flashes, though. Heathcliff lightly struck the end of his club against the floor in visible anticipation. The road that was once engraved into his club has changed. A few days ago, I saw him sitting at the back of the bus, busily sanding and carving something onto his club. I didn't have to ask to know what he meant by that new word, so remember. Right, so the Walpurgis night I fully completed it a while ago. I think this is the story that continues the story of the last chapter, where his dear Cathy is no more. And now he carved remember onto his bat. So yeah, I guess this is the spoilery kind of story that I was happy to accidentally avoid while doing the Walpurgis night. So let's continue. I decided not to bring it up to anyone else. Only Heathcliff and I retained that memory after all. Oh yeah, nobody else remembers what actually happened. Thought I was going mad from tedium. Come on, let's go bash some sods. How nice. I like seeing some initiative from the sinners. Miss Faust? Indeed, let us move without delay. Dante, bring us the corridor past the back door. Got it. Trying my best to shake this odd, uncomfortable feeling that Heathcliff's newfound enthusiasm didn't come off as entirely optimistic, I led the sinners to the back door. 2 types of doors at once, huh? 2 new sets of doors, just as Faust had predicted. One set of door was, as I expected, 2 metal doors resonating with the sound of wuthering gusts, a new mirror dungeon. And the other set of doors was... Are those papers? It's all sparkly. It was an unfamiliar door radiating with an old gleam of light. Technically, we did see the weird radio frequency like squiggly lines around the door before, but everything else about it was new. I guess this one doesn't connect to the Lobotomy Corporation like the last one did. Weird. I think I'm hearing... Is that jazz? Oi, is this even a door? It's more like a window than a door, innit? Right, this new entrance definitely resembled a large window rather than a door. The window was blurry, and all I could see past it were some globs of shapes moving around. There appears to be several shambling entities past the entrance. Foss seemed to have realized something. I clicked too fast. I'm starting to get what she means by that look. Guess I'll have to get in there to see what this is all about. Right, Faust? You are experiencing regular growth in capabilities. Foss considers this to be a positive development. Yeah. A field of green and wall of tall grey trees appear before us as we enter the door, but at this point it'll take more than this to surprise us. So nice to have our colors back for once, huh? Quiet. There is an abnormality. So these things were that what we saw past the window earlier. We're yet to be discovered. I recommend that we prepare for combat, manager. I didn't even need to tell the sinners what they were. It was pretty clear from the get-go that we'd be fighting an abnormality. The sinners all stood ready to charge into battle at my command. But it's a bit different this time. So, Faust, I'm starting to get the hang of this Walpurgis Night thing and... Please, do continue. I think there's something different about these abnormalities. Can you explain why? Considering the nature of abnormalities, every encounter with an abnormality would be equivalent to an encounter with a summoned entity. Nevertheless, there exists a certain degree of difference when we encounter them in the Refraction Railway or a Mirror Dungeon. That is to say, we enter a site known as the Library, a building that inexplicably appeared above the former L-Corp headquarters. So the Library is like the place we fight our battles in the second game of this developer that I played called Library of Ruina. You can actually go to the description of the video and find the full playlist of that. It's also turn-based, it's super tight, and yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. In some ways, I enjoyed it more than this game, so it's worth checking out and playing. And this exact location is said to be a space that exists within a book in which the abnormality resides. The library, where have I heard that term before? Some sinners talked about it, that's for sure. Quite, this place is fairly distinct from a containment unit we have witnessed afore at one of the branches. It appears as though an ideal habitat has been established precisely for that abnormality's residence, a rather striking difference from the very limited space and unaccommodating environment provided by the containment units. Yes, you may compare this place to a terrarium. The abnormality inhabiting this place has transformed its environs to a form most suitable for its dwellings. Here are some comparisons that make it easier for one to comprehend. A fish would fill this space with water, and a worm would fill this space with soil. Gotcha. So as long as the abnormality exists within this book, it can deck this place out with whatever fits its fancy, huh? It would be more accurate to say that an abnormality, once outside the confines of the Cliff of Death Torrent, can rebuild its environment to fit its needs. Whoa, that's kind of like free housing, huh? That's when Don Quixote, who was standing rather far from the group, who was made aware of these revelations only after Mercel had relayed them to her. But our journey had brought us inside a book, you say it. The library of legend that vanished like a mirage for truth. Suddenly blew up with explosive enthusiasm once again. Well, that's what Don Quixote does. I will add a preamble in the future to prevent such outbursts. We've been detected, Executive Manager. Yeah, let's get this over with first. Okay. So this was supposed to be... Oh. So I already did this fight against the fairy thing. Okay, I still have the Muller office announcer. Maybe I'll change that. I don't know. Is it worth to like do here? I don't know. I guess I can do this fight real fast. Just for the good old times. Oh, what are you scrubbing down there, Mika? Forget about all that, because it's all about the attitude, lass. So not sure what version is this. This must be the easy version, right? So yeah, there was a Walpurgis Night event where we fought this thing over and over again to get some nice rewards. Big sis, please put a sock in it. What? Don't argue, guys. Fairy Queen. It is not hungry or anything like that. But yeah, this thing had some interesting mechanics, like eating his friends, and then if it doesn't eat them, then it becomes hungrier and hungrier and more dangerous. And there was like all these kind of achievements that you were able to do, like complete the fight without eating these at even once, or like kill 3 enemies at once on hard difficulty, which was kind of tricky but not super hard. God, that's what I would like to see. Cheer to that. Last night you see them where it hurts. So I guess like if I finish the story first, I would do the introductory fight, and then I would move on to actually doing the achievement and the thing. They talk a lot. But now, of course, the Walpurgis event is gone. But like, it's nice that you can still do the fight as this mini episode. So just to experience what all of us experienced when the Walpurgis event was actually active. So I find that pretty cool. And then yeah, once I do this fight, I'll move on to the new event to check it out, to see what the rewards are and how to like do it. Looking forward to it. So I do play this game a little bit less these days. It's just that it was a huge time investment and I unlocked a lot of very strong tier 3 IDs. But like, yeah, I'm giving some chances to some other games, but I'll still keep coming back to this game when there's something fresh and new to play, so. Muller Off is very chatty. I guess since it's 3 of them, they have a lot to say. Oh, they stay on 1 HP, so they cannot be killed. Right, so it's an easy mode, right? Looks like breaking that part did the trick. Yep, no need to worry about whatever danger passed by that broken part. That's the commentary about breaking its part. Okay, I kind of really don't want to lose this one. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, my guys shouldn't be attacking these small dudes because... Well, actually, will it eat them? It should eat them, right, if they have low HP. Yeah, I don't remember the details. Fairy Queen. So the fairies can be both nice to you or really, really bad. In a game called Lobotomy Corporation, a strategy tactical game where you manage these abnormalities. And yeah, control various employees. Solve the problems caused by abnormalities. You can also find the playlist to that in the description as well. Like same developer, same universe, but kind of very, very different game. It's like side-scrolling strategy game. Also pretty good. Lobotomy Corporation. Okay, Fairy Queen will very, very soon be no more. Oh, this thing life steals us. Interesting. Okay, I'll just... Well... Maybe it's a smart idea to do that. 654 more. What? So a couple more turns. Our scientists are now nice and 50. Was that really the best move you could think of? Can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, Rain? Think about the big picture. Okay. Time to do some real damage. There we go. So this one I class just so it doesn't... Oh yeah, he gets 2 attacks, of course. Bam! 216 damage. Now that's what we're talking about, Don Quixote. That's what we're talking about. Show your enthusiasm against this creature. Well, of course, no fight would be complete without doing at least one fluid zack. And now it ate its friends. Oh, it healed also? Why did it wait so long to eat them, though? You shall not be able to survive this, you creature. And there you go. Victory! Suppression of Fairy Festival complete. And then the harder version was called Predation. That was way harder than I expected. Well, it actually wasn't. Faust explains that we found ourselves in the library's past. We are participating in a certain repeated battle within the library. Its purpose was to attain something called the realization of the floor of history. Oh. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I don't understand what most of what you said. Floor of history, huh? Are there other floors too? That appears to be the case, yes. It can be extrapolated from the collected intelligence that the library is like some normal libraries composed of several floors divided by subjects such as literature or religion. Doesn't sound too different from your average library, but I doubt it's that straightforward. Anything more you can tell us about that library, Faust? Something more detailed? Faust's voice carries an air of troubled uncertainty, and I'm starting to realize why. So you don't know about that just yet, right? I see that you have into it a certain degree of truth, Dante. I don't suppose there is any more reason for me to remain evasive regarding this particular subject. I think we already read this passages, but I'm gonna read them anyway. Faust let out a barely noticeable but clearly shocked gasp before regaining her usual calm demeanor. Yes, I'm yet to become a Faust who has access to that information. Yet to become. As your journey continues, I may also gradually gain recognition and access to further knowledge. One thing is certain, however, Faust regards this consistent, continuous improvement to be a positive development, Dante. I see. The longer my journey, the greater her knowledge, huh? Maybe that explains why she kept falling silent in the middle of her lectures. I have no idea how long this journey will last for, but who knows, maybe we'll find ourselves at the library one day. With that, I return to the sceners, wondering about the scattered passages of the abnormality. Okay, and I wanna check. I wanna check like theater. Detour Tales. Time Killing Time. So we just watched this. Okay, L060, let me know if there's like anything more to watch. The Heartbreaking, episode 6. Alright, time to go and do the newest thing. So, Time Killing Time. I got 26 days to do it. Let's see what rewards we can get. Earn Pocket Watch via the following methods: Event Stage and Dungeon Clears, Mirror Dungeon Clears, and Main Story Stage and Dungeon First Time Clears. In the Reward Exchange window, you can purchase various rewards by sending Pocket Watch you have collected. Okay, so this is like another one of those, you have to collect lots of resources to get lots of stuff. It seems like they kept the formula. I'll be happy to grab everything here, and yeah, let's jump into it and see what's up. The Time Killing Time! So we are in the T-Corp district still, it seems. We have some gray hue here. Seems like there's some new identities we'll be able to also add to our roster if I'm willing to spend my resources, which I might be willing to. View the first event story stage to unlock. Event bonus units. So we got some bonus units: District 20, Eurodivi, Honglu, District 20, Eurodivi, Ryushu, and Everlasting Faust. Okay, so these would give me like bonus stuff. Okay, and also let's see if in the reward exchange, what's this thing? Oh, here we can grab the District 20 Eurodivi. So that will boost our resource gain. Okay, and I could go Everlasting Faust. I could go to the dispenser and grab the Everlasting Faust. Just so... so that would be 4... No? How do we get the Everlasting Faust? Oh, there we go. Everlasting Faust. If the target speed... Oh, look at her. Looks all angel and stuff. If the target speed is slower than this unit's, deal plus 3 times 5 times speed difference, percent more damage, max 50%. Okay. Wait. This is a 4-coin E.G.O of WoW rarity. If the target speed is okay, if the highest reason was a slot A reasons inflict, what's the weight? It's only 1, okay. Inflict tremor count by tremor potency. For 3 turns lose 10 SP at turn end. Inflict 10 tremor and plus 10 tremor count. Trigger amplitude entanglement. Fuses the effects of the tremor type added by amplitude entanglement and the tremor type currently in the target together under tremor superposition. Potency and count values do not change over entanglement. The trigger amplitude conversion tremor superposition. It activates as amplitude entanglement instead. Turn end. Converted into base tremor. Tremor everlasting. When hit by skills or coin effect that trigger tremor burst, tremor potency and self percent chance to trigger additional tremor burst. When hit by skills or coin effects that trigger tremor burst, percent chance to trigger additional tremor burst. When hit by skills that trigger raise the threshold by effects potency, turn and reduce the count by 1. Tracks the same way as normal tremor does to effect that raise or reduce tremor potency count. Right. So it's a tremor E.G.O. Trigger tremor burst and reduce target's count by 1. Trigger tremor. So this thing can trigger tremor burst many times. Interesting. So my understanding here is that there is a chance that the tremor burst gets triggered but doesn't get expand. If that's my understanding. Yeah, chance to trigger an additional 1. Otherwise, what would be the point of triggering it multiple times? I don't know. Tremor. When attacked by skills that trigger tremor burst, raise the stagger threshold by the effect's potency. At the turn end, reduce the count by 1. Oh, the tremor doesn't go away when you hit. Tremor burst? I didn't know that. Still learning new stuff. Raise target's stagger threshold by tremor potency on target. Then reduce target's tremor by 1. Ah, okay. Right, anyway, I'm gonna purchase this thing, so I need... What is this? 242. So let's say 121. And I'm gonna need Faust. Oh, exactly. Long live the statistic probabilities. Okay. How does it appear, my form in your eyes? It was too fast to read, but doesn't matter. Oh, she reminds me of somebody. Was it Elena, the gear lady? Something like that. How does it appear, my form in your eyes? Perhaps within the clockwork of time the answer lies. Nice. Then there's this District 20 Euro Divi. District 20 Euro Divi, that's Honglu, right? Dum 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 dum. And there's also Ryushu. Okay, so we can get Ryushu here. And I can get the Honglu from the dispenser. Okay. I also have like new target time killing time, new target extraction, E.G.O extraction. So there's the everlasting force, which I just bought. Then there's the Honglu. Just these two. Okay. Do I have any more of these? No. Okay. Then we got target extraction Mersault. Okay. And I have a shirt season 4 3 identity extraction. This extraction banner does not include E.G.O. The 2 and 3 star identities in this extraction banner belong to season 4. So I can get the Honglu here. So I'm gonna do it. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Always lucky. Let's see what we got. The reason why I'm doing this before I'm doing the event, because I'm gonna gather currency faster. So the way how it works is if you have identities and egos suitable for the event, you get more currency from everything you do. Oh, this is new. Dead rabbits boast Mersault. I was not expecting any guests on such a drizzling day. What are you, hound drenched in alcohol? And let's see. Is it a duplicate or is it something new? Are you here to join the hunt for that bastard as well? Edgar family Herr Gregor. Are you here to join the hunt for that bastard as well? Or are you merely here to take in this desolation? And then finally, come on, Honglu. Nope, we got the duplicate. But okay, we got 50 shards, which is good. Okay. And then I'm gonna go to the dispenser and I'm gonna grab District 20 Euro DV Honglu because I want the bonuses. So I need 260. As you can see, I have a lot of these boxes. So 260, 130. And then nice. Good. This time we got even luckier. So this is the murder scene. A murder scene. Oh, nice. Look at him being all investigative and stuff. So this is the murder scene. What an amateurish finish. They must have been really pressed for time. District 20 Euro DV. Wait. Tam 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 tam. Oh, this one is just rarity of 2, but I don't think you can get this one from the dispenser, right? No, you can't. So we have to get it from the event. Well, I have quite a few identities more. I might be like a little bit starting to get a little bit behind since I'm playing less. It's okay though. I have everything I need. Another charge identity would be cool. Right, what did I want to check actually? Yeah, I want to check what I just got. This one here. Might be smart to level it up. Yeah, let's do it. Wait. Yeah. Okay, level up. So identity training ticket 1. Yeah, sure, let's... Wait, what? Oh wait, they changed the order. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Makes sense. Although I got almost side punched by that. And then I'm gonna up-tie it, of course. Twice. Okay, let's think. How would I do this? If I was the killer, I just have to slowly think it through. And I suppose I find the truth sooner or later, So a little bit of Sherlock clue here. And we'll see its story. I guess I'll start by taking a quick look around. The child leisurely strolls into a dark and stuffy basement. He has a casual look on his face as though all was right in the world. In his mouth is a sweet lollipop, and his gait is relaxed and gentle. There was something different about this child. Though he wore the same scarf that others in his organization wore, he did not share their perpetual sense of urgency. It's not a rare sight to see a Eurodivi fight a Eurodivi, but this one's a bit different. The Eurodivi, an organization established with the spirit of bringing a new world to life, a world in which the few do not hoard the riches, a world of equality, but not all of those who call themselves a Eurodivi share the same sentiment. Now that the Eurodivi was widespread enough to establish them, I hope I'm reading that correctly, Eurodivi. I don't know. Was spread enough to establish themselves as a real presence even in some nests. Some of their new recruits did not share that ideal. Some of them joined only because they were down on their lucks, or only because they simply disliked the way things were under the Wings' reign. Such discord often leads to internal conflict. Sometimes their opinions on the Wings and the Nets just don't always see eye to eye. And sometimes violence becomes the preferred conflict resolution method. But that's just the way the things are in the city, isn't it? And that is where the child comes in. He has been working as Eurodivi detective of sorts, investigating instances of such violence. My, blood splatters all over this place. All those broken cups. That'll fetch quite the compensation. Hey, you're finally here. Yeah, I am. Can I get a lowdown on what we're dealing with? His colleague extends his greetings as the child bends down to traverse under several layers of tapes outlining the crime scene. Well, like always, can't say I've got a lowdown to give ya. But I'm sure this mess is nothing more than one of them brawls that break out after a potent mix of too many shots of liquor and overly passionate debates. I have to love those overly passionate debates. I actually had a very overly passionate debate last time. There was no liquor involved though. I've got confirmation from the witnesses and the owner too. One of them just glassed the other one out of nowhere, right in the forehead. Ouch! With a glass cup? Sounds painful. Yeah, ouch is right, and that was probably the last straw. The moment of no return where all hopes of resolving the situation without a casualty were lost. The partner muttered bitterly before letting out a deep sigh. Lad, I can't understand how people gathered under the same banner and the same cause could hate one another so much. I just don't. It's easy to bring people together for something happy because everyone wants the same thing. But bringing angry people together for something unhappy is hard, because once you really look into it, you'll notice that not everyone wants the same thing. People all have different reasons for feeling unhappy about the Wings, right? Sometimes I can't help but wonder how you can act so aloof, like you're above all of this. If you decided to join the Eurodivi, I bet you had your own reasons too, am I wrong? Oh, I'm just here to expand my horizons. It's certainly given me an eye for picking up clues and getting a better picture of each case. Ho ho! The colleague simply could not understand the child, nor could he share his casualness, but perhaps he thought that was precisely why the child could be trusted to resolve these cases with a fair eye and swift feet. Besides, it was more fitting for the Eurodivi to settle their own problems rather than to rely on a wing or the associations. Right, what do you see? Give me something to work with here. Of course, let's reconstruct the crime scene. The child adjusted the dial on his clockwork monocle as he replied. His voice suggested that he was in high spirits. The monocle, crafted by a skilled artificer who once worked for a famous workshop, highlighted the various points of interest. Adjusting the dials would play various scenes that could help with the viewer's deductions. Look, the blood splatters all dried at different rates. This one's dried and viscous, and it's halfway permeated into the wood. The other splatter's a bit fresh, though. Not sure how much that info's worth, like how dry the blood splatters are doesn't help us much if one of them was living 8 hours days and the other one 6 hours days. Can't tell who bled first from that. Let's reconstruct the broken pieces of the glass. Wait, this was a light bulb, not a glass cup. Then above us must be... one of the lights is missing. This could be interesting. Let's check the register, shall we? The child sang a cheerful hum as he sauntered up to the register. The owner of this shop organizes his daily earnings by collecting the receipts. I remember how he was always so proud to show his collection of receipts whenever we came here for a meal. It looks like he's been deep in the red as of late. Replacing a precariously hanging light must have been the last thing on his mind. Wait, that means... Yep, that explains the confused look on the victim's face I saw through my monocle. Ha, so that was over a misunderstanding? The colleague sighed and ran his hand through his hair with a bitter expression. It must have pained him to see the Euro device name to which people flocked under the same case of revolution degrade in the public eye. It's tragic, but maybe all this was inevitable. Expecting everything to go right in a world of ever-shifting chaos is to slumber in a dream of excessive idealism. Oh, what a sentence! Expecting everything to go right in a world of ever-shifting chaos is to slumber in a dream of excessive idealism. I need to... wait, I'm gonna take a photo of that. I found it deeply profound. Alright, we got the reward, and then finally we're gonna take a look at the event itself. Dun dun dun! Sages 651, a scandal in time. Don Quixote loudly and obnoxiously flaps through the newspaper in her hand while peppering in a few insightful chuckles. Unfortunately, I now know exactly what this means. And, that she will continue to try to draw my attention until I acknowledge her at the most appropriate moment. Okay, Don Quixote, fine, what is it? Manager Esquire! Those, though, know that the city's upstairs companies, such as one Limbus company, must always pay close heed to the ever-changing world around us. Hide thee heeder, read thy newspapers, Manager Esquire, and do keep thyself up to date on the events of the city, as Mersault and I, Don Quixote, do ear every moment. Moral. But just go along with it, why don't you? I'm pretty sure she's talking about Mersault and one of his morning routines, you know, the one with the newspapers. Aha, the newspaper routine, where he wakes up before the crack of dawn, parks himself on a chair, folds one leg over the other at an exact 90-degree figure 4-like position, and peruses the morning newspaper. Oh, that, I guess, is left an impression on her. Betcha she'll be back to her usual self in a week or so. You know what I do? I wake up in the morning, and while I'm still sleepy, I take my cell phone, go to one of the internet sites, news outlets for my country, and then I read just the names of the articles to get a vague idea of what's going on, and then sometimes I read one of them. You need to keep up to date with all the world's happenings, and be ready to react if something troublesome is coming your way. Hearken unto me, aren't thou paying attention? Yep, totally. So what's new? What, did an article mention us or something? Oh, how didst thou know? Wait, really? For thought, feast thy eyes on page 3, though it is quite regrettable that we were robbed of the chance to be on the front page. Page 3? We're really starting to put our names out there, huh? Don Quixote and Roja, the two sinners who are guaranteed to draw the full attention of whichever space they inhabit, were speaking. It was only a matter of time before the other sinners began crowding around us, curious about the commotion. Ahem, a dramatic conclusion to the mysterious disappearances at the T-Corp. Shocking! The perpetrators to this mysterious case have been revealed to be none other than the prestigious Edgar family, appalling the general public. Well, I don't think we need to hear that part. What else does it say? With small assistance from some wandering bystanders who happen to be lost in the area. That's us. And with the most admirable heroics of the T-Corp Class 3 collection staff on the scene. Wandering bystanders, is it? Perchance that particular designation refers to us? Bystanders? They're treating us like we were barely there. They didn't even mention our company name. Come on, these time collectors weren't even there. This is within the expected range of behavior for the news media. Well, there may be those who seek to interview us after reading this very article, mayhaps. Yeah, I'm sure they'll have a grand old time looking for wandering bystanders for an interview. Very descriptive. I doubt anyone will pay as much attention, Don Quixote. Better not set yourself up for disappointment. And we were standing there for a good moment in a big group, chattering about the article, when someone slowly but smoothly walked between us. Excuse me, would you be employees of the Limbus company? You fellas are... I'm sure you're already aware of the reason for our visit. Oh, welcome thee there here. Long and hard have I waited thy arrival. Now, from whence shall we begin? I don't think that's what you think it is, Don Quixote. This is not an interview. Whoa, is she actually here to interview us? No way, Don Quixote was just losing her mind and nothing. I was not told any interview would be taking place. My, where'd Verge go at a time like this? Now, where'd I put that leftover hair gel from Heat's makeover? Thou may commence. Alright then. Verily, I shan't rightly take all the credit for what we have accomplished there. Will you be making your tax payment in installments? Huh? Okay, we're clearly not on the same page here. We are the tax collectors from T-Corp's Time Collection Agency, currently on a mission to collect your overdue time tax. Those ilks are never bringers of good tidings indeed. Wait, time tax? Oh, that doesn't make any sense. We already paid our time tax in full when we went through the T-Corp Nest immigration process, Virgilius said a few days ago on board Memphis to Fellas. Are you sure we don't need to pick up a timepiece for each of us to carry? You probably know this already, but in T-Corp, everyone must carry a timepiece. Yes, I know the rules. But for every rule, there's always room for an alternative that offers a bit more flexibility. Of course, I don't suppose it's listed anywhere on that pamphlet. Outsiders seeking a short-term stay at T-Corp can pay the appropriate time tax for the length of their stay to be exempt from the relevant obligations, instead of going out of their way to abide by T-Corp's rules. As you may have expected, anyone born outside District 20 must go through numerous hoops before they can be issued a timepiece. So we elected to pay 30 days worth of time tax on the spot before entering T-Corp's borders. Impressive. It can have been cheap. Yet I wish to wear a watch as well, like Lady Otis does. Haven't I already made it clear that it's not a fashion item? As I have said so in the past, the company has no budgetary concerns. It is a given that they would be taking care of such expenses. We're finally starting to operate like a real professional company now, huh? Yeah, there must have been a minor miscalculation or something. Maybe we'll fell slightly short of the amount we had to pay. It hasn't even been 30 days since we arrived here, though. Well, I'm sure we can pawn away their stuff to fix what probably amounts to a rounding error. Easy peasy. Heathcliff muttered, gesturing towards Sinclair and Honglu with his chin. It will help pay for the time tax then, sure. Or maybe I didn't pack much when I left, though. Well, let's hear the damage. How much time tax do we owe ya? Currently you are... Wait, what? 10 billion and 40 million and behind in time tax payments. I'm gonna guess this is a very big number and everyone's gonna go berserk now. What? Did I mere hearing get worse or something? I heard a 1040 and the rest just kind of flew right over my head. For that much money, we might have to make a brief stop at my place first. What other options do we have if we can't pay the tax? Can't pay the tax is not an option. Your only options are the following. Make your payment with time or money. With interest, of course. What the hell does make payment with time even mean? Now that I think about it, I remember someone talking about paying with time before. I never really cared to find out what exactly they meant, though. You sang, Heathcliff, know anything about this? I have not once failed to make my payments during my residency at this nest. Thus, I know not what transpires on an occasion in which one fails to pay the time tax. I've never been involved in messy businesses like taxes at the manor either, and in my backstreet days, boss dealt with complicated shit like that for the rest of us. I did see a few poor souls getting dragged away cause they failed to cough it up though. Well then, with their not so helpful answers, my mind immediately began to wander toward Faust, who I hoped would know something more about this than the two of them, and that's when Otis suddenly and defiantly stood between us and the collectors. This is completely unreasonable. What kind of shoddy calculation led to this nonsensical figure? Tax calculations in T-Corp are always exceptionally reasonable. The clock is ticking. Would I be correct to assume that you lack both the capability and the will to make your fair payments? Wait, we don't have to escalate this. Can't we get a timeout? Your choice of words may be quite unwise. Cry and whine all you want about not wanting to escalate things when you've got 10 billion and in your pocket. I won't recognize your opinions as anything of worth otherwise. No, then shut up and stay out of your way while we deal with this obstacle that dares to stand in our path. How exciting. And 10 billion and death. 10 billion and 40 million and to be exact. Alright, well, it seems like we got ourselves in trouble again. Seems like this time it is of no fault of our own, though. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so next time we're gonna do a fight and we're gonna get 30 currency and then even some bonuses from the new characters and stuff we got. 1 E.G.O and a character. But yeah. So this was an introductionary episode. Oh, I did all kinds of crazy stuff in this episode. Hopefully enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I love the music though. I wish you all to have a wonderful day. Do some nice things, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Limbus Company, where we're gonna be doing our time adventure here. TheNeomare signing out. Bye bye.